We often hear in our construction industry, we talk about program, we talk about baseline, we talk about schedule. Have you ever thought like what are the fundamental difference between these terms and how do we utilize them to utilize them to the full extent to benefit our projects? Well, when we talk about a program in a Primavera P6, I'll pick up the Primavera P6 here. When we talk about a program in a Primavera P6, we generally mean the schedule, the time schedule. The schedule which will only give you the timeline, the project timeline, your milestones and everything. Going down the line, when you break up your work packages into different components as you go up to the activity level, you incorporate your resource, your cost, your scope and everything into the timeline, which becomes the baseline. So the baseline is still technically it is a baseline, but administratively it becomes a baseline only after the approval of the management, because it is something which is your frozen budget, your accepted cost estimate. That means once you have a frozen baseline, you cannot deviate either in scope, you cannot deviate in time, as well you cannot deviate your cost. So these are the three important things. I hope the fundamental difference is clear here. Going down the line, when we are into the execution phase of our project, monitoring and controlling is the inherent part of the execution phase. Now here, in order to carry out your monitoring and controlling, this is the tool which you have. You have a baseline, and this is basically a reference, a benchmark. Based on that only, you have to measure everything. This is a yardstick for you. A good project manager, a good project leader will always have a tab on this baseline. He knows, he or she, that what is my cost, what is my time, what exactly is my scope, and based on that only, the reconciliation at every event, at every milestone, at every step has to be carried out. So when I talk about these things, these were the things which I did maybe decades ago. But today, why I am repeating these things? Because I have observed in last 30 years that this tool is something very, very important. It is something extremely necessary for any project head to have a hands-on exposure, to have a hands-on command on these things. I'm not saying that you should be expert in Primavera, but then fundamentals has to be cleared. The fundamental of cost, time, scope, and what exactly have been frozen, what exactly have been approved by your management, and then monthly review, a periodical review or a fortnight review in the form of your job cost report, or in the form of your project performance, or in the form of your budget performance. You have to see, you have to monitor it. That is the only mantra you can deliver a successful project. And trust me, in today's environment, when you have very thin margin, keep an eye, keep monitoring your baseline, your time, cost and schedule is something you cannot avoid. You have to be into it. In the days to come, we will discuss about the aspects which take you for a deep dive into these components of cost, time and scope. As I have said in my previous videos also, that couple of my videos, initially I'll talk about the execution phase, then slowly we will enter into the financial phase of the career, and then subsequently we will enter the boardroom. So this is I wanted to share for today. Wish you all the best. Have a great day ahead.